Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe 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 Govinda Govinda Radhe.
External consciousness as a male devotee of Shriman Mahaprabhu, glorifying the greatness of Sri Radha's foot dust. One may ask whether the word Purusha in the verse does not refer to Krishna's Purusha avatar, Mahavishnu. But the answer to this is that pure love of Govinda in the mood of Raj is only attainable on the strength of Sri Radha's foot dust. This is so significant. And just reminding us that the attention, our remembering is focused squarely on Sri Radhika, not just on Sri Radhika, but on her foot dust. So from a very humble position.
And there is one more thing we have to see here, that pure love of Govinda in the mood of Raja is only attainable on the strength of Sri Radha's foot dust. So that Purusha, that Mahavishnu is different to Govinda. To attain Govinda in the mood of Raja, we can only get by taking shelter of Radhika's foot dust. There is what Gurudev explained. There is this controller mood, and the difference to that is that of the, Summum bonum. So the sweetness of Vrindavan is based on the feelings of Sri Radhika. So I understand this, what you just read here, Dantaji. Pure love of Govinda is attainable by taking shelter on the foot dust of Sri Radhika.
Pure love of Govinda, this is prem. This is love for Krishna, the highest goal of life in Vaishnavism. And attaining that is only possible through Radha.
Yes. I mean, Vraj, Govinda of Vraj is Radhika's Krishna only. I mean, it's
yeah.
So we can only see and appreciate and worship and glorify Krishna only through the lens of Radhika's Haladini Shakti. This is absolutely, unequivocally, categorically understood from this.
Otherwise, we worship Narayan, and because he is a controller, we will also get this mood. By worshiping without Radhika, we will also try to be the controller and not the servant. And this is the difference. Narayan is not this sweet Govinda. He is complete different in the mood. There is some reverence and all this, what we heard about. But Govinda is complete different because of Sri Radhika. What is also interesting here in that he cannot be easily seen even by the greatest devotees. So there must be a difference in the explanation of devotee. The Supreme Person is not easy to see even by the greatest devotees like Lord Brahma, Lord Shiva, Shukadeva Muni, Narada Muni, and Bhishma.
Yeah, I have a question. So is this referring to Raj Krishna, Govinda, or is this referring to the controller Krishna in Kurukshetra, Dwarka, and other pastimes?
Supreme Person. So supreme, that is this Dwaraka mood.
Yeah.
Supreme personality of Godhead, we say. So, and even this Supreme Person is not easy to attain. What to speak about Govinda?
Yeah.
And because his devotees, for the devotees of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, like Brahma, Lord Shiva, Shukadeva Muni, Narada Muni, and Bhishma, they are on a different level than those devotees in Vrindavan. They serve actually Lord Narayan, and they have a job also to do in the material creation. Brahma, Shiva, Shuka, Narada, and Bhishma, they have actually they have a job, a position in the material. I mean, Vishnu Loka is also actually out of material world, but here to understand the difference between Vaikuntha and Vrindavan, Goloka. And Brahma is in this material world, he is the creator. Lord Shiva is destroyer. Lord Vishnu is the, was heißt Erhalter? Maintainer. Yes. So they will not leave their position. And in this case, we can say that they are devotees of the Supreme Lord because they are devoted. Devotee means they serving, but not on that level of Raja. They are serving on that level, on a different level, not this sweetness for the Supreme Person. But because we are in Braja, first of all is always our Radhika. She makes the Supreme Person the sweet Govinda.
In the Brahma Samhita, Krishna is also called Adipurusha or Paramapurusha, Shriya Kantaha Parama Purusha, in connection with his love alliances with the gopis. So I read again. In the Brahma Samhita, Krishna is also called Adipurusha or Paramapurusha, Shriya Kantaha Paramapurusha, in connection with his love alliances with the gopis. So we see even in this Vraj mood, he's still referred to as this Paramapurusha, the Supreme Person. But we know that this Supreme Person from the verse is subdued by Sri Radhika's love, her loving energy. But he still remains the Supreme Person. So that sounds a little contradictory, but can he be both at once? That's the question.
There's one last very sweet detail in the verse, which will make us smile. This word, Vashikarana, which Ananda Das translates as power, controlling means both controlling and attracting, or controlling through attracting. So the power that she has, the unlimited power, is from being attractive, from being irresistible.
Yeah. And it's funny here because I think there's a typo, right? Because it says churnam, powder, like foot dust, you know. It's a little bit ironic, a little bit funny. I mean, it's power, right? Because in the translation of the verse, it says unlimited power, right? Vashikarana.
No, that's right. That's the foot dust. That's foot dust, churnam.
But why it says I remember the foot dust.
So it says controlling foot dust.
Controlling foot dust. And then later, I'm sorry, right. Later is Shakti power. You're right. I'm sorry. Yeah.
But the foot dust is both, bewitching and attracting and controlling, all in one. That's what's so sweet about it, I think, that it controls us because we cannot resist it. And that's exactly what Govinda experiences. He becomes controlled by Radhika because he finds her irresistibly desirable.
You are my, Radhika say. Others say, I am yours. But Radhika say, you are my Mohan.
Krishna's childhood pastimes were still slightly perceived by Brahma, Shiva, and Narada. His childhood pastimes were still slightly perceived by Brahma, Shiva, and Narada. But his romantic pastimes in adolescence were not seen by them, nor by anyone else who identifies himself with his male body. Wow.
Yeah. We remember that Brahma stole the cowherd voice. Indra also, he also liked to test who is this Krishna. And then he sent this heavy rain clouds to Vrindavan. And in that case, the Govardhan Lila took place, right? Was in Mohan's childhood. But not one of them could see the Kunja. Sakis also see the Kunja gopis. But this exclusive service in the Kunja to the divine couple is only for the Manjaris.
For whom?
Yeah?
Manjaris.
Manjaris.
Also for the gopis.
No, service to the divine couple is exclusively for the Manjaris.
In the Nikunja.
In Nikunja. Gopis cannot see.
In the Kunja, right. I'm sorry. Okay.
So, because they have own interest on Mohan. So they are not completely loyal to Sri Radhika because they love Krishna more. Sakis love Mohan and Radhika. But Manjaris always love Radhika more. So they have Radhika's, I don't know in English. Die volle, wie nennt man das nochmal?
Ultra.
Yeah. They can come and go. They are, So Radhika can fully trust them
Yeah.
and serve them.
You have a Manjari translator at your lotus feet, Gaurasundra.
My God, yeah, I have to use them more.
I mean, I agree the most intimate pastimes in the Nikunj, only Manjaris have access. True. I think here, perhaps, when he says his romantic pastimes in adolescence, I think it's generally speaking about not just exclusively in the Nikunj. I think it's referring more generally to his Ashtakalila pastimes in and around the Kund.
Yeah. We see that the Sakis, this picture of Anandadas Babaji ashram, what is up to Gurudev's bed, there we can see the scene. There are the Sakis are in the Radhakund together with Radhika. So they are also what to say? They are in this lila. They feel on the same level then with Radhika. But Manjaris are outside.
Yeah.
No? Only watching.
I want to have Mahatma show that picture so we all have some visual.
Yes.
Mahatma, can you just put the camera towards that picture of Radhakund with Radharani, Sakis, and the Manjaris in the background? So because we're talking about it, we just like to have a reference if possible.
Awesome.
Yeah, then we can enlarge it. Yeah. Let's put time.
Yeah.
Getting there. Wow.
Yeah, now we can. You see, Sakis are inside the water, and outside Manjari is watching and waiting for what to do, what service is needed at the next step. And they are fully focused on Radhika.
I mean, the point here is only in the female body, right? Can we enter into this?
This is the general, yes. This is general meaning.
This is the one point that Sakhis and Gopis, they are doer.
Yeah.
Manjaris are viewer. They are not interested in doing the pastime. They don't involve in the pastime. They are only serving to Radhika. Why? Because the Manjari bring the very thin cloth. They know that today, there will be fight, water fight, that who will win, they have to kiss. So they know this because they know what Radhika knows. And Radhika also knows, but she don't know what to do, and Manjari know what to do. How much seva is required now? Because Radhika always winning, today she has to lose the game. Because she cannot kiss to Krishna in the front of everyone. So they do the, you see in this water game, Krishna is throwing water in the eyes of Radhika, but Radhika is not throwing in the eyes of Krishna. One thing, and gopis also follow that way. So Krishna can see Radhika very clearly, and he become very excited and mad to kiss Radhika. And that Krishna is kissing or Radhika is kissing, but Krishna has to win today. The Manjari knows this. And Manjaris are watching this pastime. So we are viewer. As a Manjari, we are the viewer in the pastime, but we are always in the service of Radhika. This is Manjari Bhav. You see, Adi Leela for canto, viewer are more important than doer. If I am not fixed my viewer consciousness, then I cannot see who is the doing. There we see material doing work, people. We see material world because our nature to view others and doer nature is also there. So view to others and do ourselves. But Manjari is just reverse, viewing to the past time of Radha Krishna. That is one pointed because of Radha Dasi. She is always watchful for Radhika, how to make happy to her and how to happy to Radhika's Mohan. That's the beauty. This is Manjari Bhav. It was never before Mahaprabhu. So Adi Lila 4 canto, first is the Ishtadev, second is your Sarup, what Prabhupada is writing. That is the Sarup Avesh that you have in your constitutional position you are watching. And third is the pastime, viewing, how they view it. So first, second, third, this way moving. First to fix his step, second to fix my Sarup, third to fix what is happening in their pastime, divine pastime. And for that, Krishna was foreigner because he was doer. And Krishna became Manjari. Mahaprabhu is Krishna, Radha and Manjari. So this Leela is happening in Chaitanya, in consciousness happening this. Which time Mahaprabhu, Chaitanya become doer, viewer and relisher of the Manjari Bhav. So Ishtanistha, Sarupnistha and Leela darshan. Three reasons of appearance of Chaitanya. That is the meaning. The viewer is more important than doer. I cannot see the doer. He is always near to us, but we cannot see without viewer. So it's like Ishtanistha is important. Similarly, when we practice Manjari Bhav, first we practice our Sarupavesh, then Guru Sarupavesh, then his Guru Sarupavesh. Why? Because my Sarupavesh is the base to move me in a spiritual world. Why not we worship? First we meditate in Gurudev, meditate Sarupavesh. No. I meditate in my Sarupavesh and I have to live in my Sarupavesh to view all leelas, all happening nearby to me. When you stay in Sarupavesh, that material world is not touching us. What is my realization? When you come to the material body consciousness, then material effects are affecting us. So what is the beauty? East Nistha is important for Sarupavesh. And Sarup is important. Yes? Is clear?
Yes, I have a question. So when you speak of doer, this is in sadhaka deha, you mean the doing that we want to get
We
out
want to do, na? Sadhak deha we want to do. And Siddha deha we have to be viewer.
But
And we have to do for my Swami only.
That's the question. That's the point.
One point. I will do for my Ishtadev and I will view their pastime. To live in my Sarupavesh. Why Raghunath Das Goswami is crying? When he is in sadhak aves, he cries for sarupavesh. He is not feeling separation from Radhika because she is the Ishtadeva of Raghunath Das Goswami. Only when he is not in his sarupavesh, for that he is crying. Not that she is missing Radhika or what. In sadhak deha also he is in meditation of Radhika. He never leaves Radhaku. He never leaves the shelter of Radhaku. So Ishtadev is fixed. Only the problem when he come in sadhak deha, then he cry. When he is not in the past time. That is the crying of our Raghunath Das Goswami. So this is the prayojan to live in my Sarupavesh. First we are thinking Ishtadev fixing. Ishtadev is fixed and unfixed. Sarup is not fixing. So this is marginal because we can live in Sarupavesh, we can live in our Sadhakavesh. So Raghunath Das Goswami teaching, Anantas Babaji teaching that we have to practice in sadhakavesh also, how to enter in Sarupavesh. So Sarupavesh is more important in our life and it cannot possible to come without Ishtanistha. So Krishna himself teaching that he want to take the goal in his life of Radhika. So he become Manjari here. Krishna become Manjari. In Chaitanya we can see that. When we have a Chaitanya, means always consciousness, we can see this. And Krishna want to be Manjari. Second thing, Chaitanya is one area, circle of consciousness. When we are conscious, we can visualize this Leela. So, for our lineage of Chaitanya, this is the meaning of our line. When we realize this, that Chaitanya is the foundation, and the way for that, Chaitanya fixed for Rupa Raghunath. This is the traditional Rupa Raghunath, what they are practicing is a traditional way. Rupa is a teacher, so he has to teach many directions. But Raghunath is his real student, he is practicing how to do it.
The conclusion from his teaching.
Teaching. If you want to see any guru, you want to know, see his disciple. Then you will conclude what he is teaching. Simple. Disciple can say more clear than Guru what is his teaching and how much he realized. You see, my Gurudev, he is not talking anything. He is sitting and doing bhajan, but you sit near to him, you realize everything. What is your question? You will getting answer without talking. He teach me only one thing, that Antaranga Sakti become Bahiranga Sakti. Other thing I realized by sitting near to him. And still I am realizing. What I am telling about Chaitanya, he noticed that time. So you see, now I realize, and after some time I realize, what is meaning of Antaranga Sakti is Radhika. And what is Bahiranga Sakti? All his creation. What is the creation? Is created by Nityananda and Balram. And Balram is the Bahiranga Sakti, brother of Krishna and sister of Radhika. This is Nitai. Andare Nitai, Bahare Nitai. Inside also Nitai, outside also Nitai. And when this vision not come, is not divine vision. And this vision give us very great opening to see what is Gaura. So why they say Nitai Gaur? Because Nitai give me the vision to see Gaura. Any question?
The Guru is the proof of your words, Gurudev.
Guru, when
We are
somebody
Nityananda.
I feel very ashamed. I'm not a guru. My guru is always with me. So he
Yeah.
is the guru of all of you.
Mm.
Guru is my Gurudev who teach me. He is the guru of all my family. I always recommend not keep my picture. Keep my Gurudev picture. Why? Because he is teaching to me now and he will teach you. When he is silently chanting, he still is chanting and he will teach also to all of you. I'm still a student, so still I'm learning. So how I can be a guru? Impossible. I don't interested in to become guru. I want to be a student.
But we can see Nityananda everywhere there, no?
That Nitai is everywhere. In the ISKCON book, there is Nityananda, and there is one is Andare Nitai, Bahare Nitai. All the direction Nitai is there. In
Mm.
material thing is Nitai, in the table, chair, all the things is Nitai, and living is non-living, all is Nitai. And what Nitai is doing? For the service of Gaura. This is the
Yeah.
word. And Gaura means Radha and Krishna, not others. There is no Chandravali, there is no other thing. Only the associate of Radhika. And this associate is Gopi also and Sakhi also. But not the Chandravali group. Another group you will never see in Chaitanya Charitamrita. Because Krishna is covered with Radhika's color. What is mean?
Radhika never speak about Chandravali.
Never. Why she will cover? She is covered. Krishna is covered with Radhika. There is no other thing than Radhika. Gold is Radhika. Mood is Radhika means the gold is Radhika. Gold is Radhika. Mood is Radhika and covered with Radhika. So there is no way to escape out from Radhika to Krishna. When I will Chaitanya, I can feel it. My consciousness will be Chaitanya, I will see Chaitanya. This is Chaitanya means divine vision. All the family who is against you, he is also Chaitanya. He is also is helping us. How much I am tolerant, how much I maintain the tolerance. If I am not tolerant, then I am not a dasi. I am a controller.
Mm.
You want to be controller? The follower of controller is want to control. But follower of Radhika, they want to be dasi. The circumstances dasi.
Mm.
Anything is happening in our life is controlled by my Istadev. So I am the dasi means I have to accept everything. Why to reject, deny it? No, warm water, not very hot water. Huh? Okay, no problem. You know, you understand? Clear? Or any question, ask. I can answer because Gurudev is inspired me. It's a
Oh,
good time to ask. I'm also listening, like you.
This is in the beginning of the verse is, I constantly remember the foot dust of Sri Radha.
Because
And
we cannot do more than that.
yeah,
If I do more than that, then I'm not a dasi. Only I have to remember the food dust, only the lotus feet, only the lotus feet, charan and chhatra. Gurudev gave me charan and chhatra. I asked Gurudev, if I am doing charan seva, how I can do the umbrella seva, protection. His umbrella seva. He said, your seva is A to Z. All
all
seva is
inclusive.
your seva. You have to be, I don't know anything, but when I want to serve, all details I collect and serve. And I learned with that. So this is his Gurudev Vasi, that he gave me the vision how to do it. So any material small thing, I never take any decision myself. Because Dasi cannot take decision. If I want to do in Sadhak Deha, I have to practice from Sadhak Deha. Then Siddha Deha will come. Understand? It's clear? At one day, Siddha Deha will not appear. Which circumstances Siddha Deha will come? Then my material, all the circumstances, is favorable for my Ishtadev. Only meditating in the dust of Radhika, no other desire. I cannot see you, but I can feel your dust.
Wow.
I have no vision, divine vision to see you, but I can relish your dust. And I want to keep my mind in the lotus feet of your dust.
And even to meditate on this dust is so beautiful.
Means meditation of dust means meditation of any material circumstances near to me is what happening is mercy. Favorable for me or not favorable for me. That is no meaning for me if I meditate in dust. Right?
Yeah. Dust is that what is touched from my Radhika's lotus feet.
That is the gift. He gave me this dust to accept it. Maybe this is muddy dust, this is maybe dry dust, maybe this is cow dung. She walked on cow dung and this dust could come to me. Any dust from her lotus feet, I have to see this is the rain for me. This is the mercy. Very powerful.
Every person we meet, every situation we come in, all dust of Swamini.
Yes, that's the beauty. That is sadhak deha sadhana. Where I can find this type of thing without Chaitanya. I never see in other place. Gopi Bhav, you don't need Siddha Deha. You need only soul consciousness to live always in soul. But Siddha Deha, Radha Dasi, is the highest meditation. Prabhupada said 10:10. Highest. Prabhupada has to believe. Prabhupada says Sarup and Sarup Siddhi. By devotional practice, what is the meaning of devotion? When I have no Sarup, constitutional position, what type of devotion is mine? One lady served to his husband, that is conjugal love. One daughter served to his father, is a paternal love. It's a service, make you to take form of that father. Father, what is father? Is a form. I see like a father. I see like my daughter. Is a form. Jesus see like father to God. God has to be the father of teachers. That is love. That is love. And
Abba.
and his constitutional position is fixed like a son. Then he can see father. That is son. Why not we see like a Jesus? Because we have no constitutional position fixed. And that is most important after yesterday. Is not looking before. Why? Because we don't need constitutional position. We know this importance of my identification, who I am. And without devotion, how this will come? But this has to be pure and divine relation.
Mm.
And when we are in material world, our circumstances, we have to serve like a dasi, selfless love, selfless love. No, we exchange, no business. That is dasi bhav.
Yeah.
Little difficult, but when we realize in my sadhak deha, and when it comes to siddha deha, that person is a divine person. He never dies. His material body change. His material body can die, but that soul he become divine because they are always in the past time of Ishtadev. Where the Ishtadev is there, they stay there. That is the beauty of Mahaprabhu teaching. Impossible, 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 never happen and never will happen again.
Mm. Wow. So Raghunath is crying because he feels how much Radhika need him, and he is not there to do seva.
That is the service. When he drink for 2 minutes this yogurt, buttermilk, that time he feel to cry. Why he come out from that?
Yeah.
He has to go pee and he cry for that.
Yeah.
He have to come to use his material body. That is the crying of Raghunath. How can we, his all sadhak deha become siddha of Raghunath? Anyone can live in one pot of the yoga buttermilk whole day, but Raghunath body becomes siddha, so he can do that. Sadhak deha becomes siddha deha. Chhatra hi.
Yeah.
Narayana se seva sadhak rupen. Sadhak roop, deha has to be in always service. And when my siddha roop coming, that is a big umbrella. I'm in the big umbrella of my Ishtadev. Right?
One thing more, Gurudev.
Yes.
I was meditating on the seva of the Manjari, and there is seva is not only to bring Radha Mohan together, but also to separate them after Lila. They need their help also for this time of the separation. So they are so close that after Lila, they like one. They in the lila they become one. Even their hairs are connected and they like one. And to separate them, they need manjari.
Yeah. Yeah.
Also in the identification, because in that lila they lose their identification.
Right.
So they need help from outside to come in the separation.
Right.
So they are servants of both, of the meeting and of the separation of
Right.
the divine couple. So
They,
manjaris are most important in the lila.
I think the importance of my Istadev also depend upon our Manjari Sarup, our sadhana. When I am not fixed, my Istadev will not come to me. My Sarup is fixed. I am always with my Istadev. Sarup is more important to see the Istadev.
Mm.
Yes. And when the Sarup is there, Istadev is there. My Sarup is there, Gurudev is there.
Mm.
The divine connection. Why? Guru Manjari. Without Guru Manjari, there is no one step I can move. I cannot see Rup and Raghunath. This is my Guru Manjari is with me because of my Sarup. And my Istadev is always with me because of my Sarup. And Raghunath Das is crying when he not in his Sarup. This is his crying. That is his greed, always to be in his Sarup. He don't want to forget for a moment his Sarup. She is never out with Istadev because she knows my Sarup will fix me. Right or not?
Mm.
Siddhanta Prabhu?
Very nicely, very clearly explained. So before we attain this siddha, deha, what should be our prime activity? What should be our duty? What should be our service? How to attain this? What can you give us some instruction, practical instruction?
All this instruction is why we read this book. Is all is instruction hiddenly for us. What is the instruction of the realized soul? One moment is not a philosophy that we remember the sloka and we remember. It's not that. It's a practice. It's a practice. What I am doing and what I am missing. I have to improve that practice. That is, these two books we read only for this, to develop my practice.
And today we start with this. I constantly remember the foot dust of Sri Radhika.
But this is the one thing, this has to be keep in mind whole day. This is the teaching of Siddhadeva. Read again, more read. After that I will show you.
I constantly remember the foot dust of Sri Radhika,
Go on.
whose unlimited power instantly subdues even the Supreme Person.
You see, this is Adi Leela 4 canto. Here you can see that how Adi Leela 4 canto is moving.
And in this verse, Sripad is in his sadhaka vesh.
You see, in sadhak ways, like us.
Like we.
Yeah. And that meditation has to be important, that we need your dust, and I can see. Second line read.
Who himself cannot be easily seen even by the greatest devotees like Lord Brahma, Lord Shiva, Chukamuni, Narad Muni, and Bhishma.
Only they can see who has a Manjari Sarup. Simple. Even the Krishna do this. Ajit beforehand. I don't believe this. Krishna is doing like this. I believe, yeah. It will be giving to Siddha there. Believe. He's a Rasika's Vani. Prabhupada Vani. He's a Rasika Vani. He concludes from these Rasikas.
Ishtanishta.
This is Ishtanishta. I'm in sadhak ways practicing this. Why? Others not take it. You will get it from your Siddha Deha. Go on, read more.
As long as I'm not in Siddhadeha, I constantly remember the foot dust of Sri Radhika.
What is read all line here.
I constantly remember the foot dust of Sri Radhika, whose unlimited power instantly subdues even the Supreme Person. That means Sri Krishna.
You have to see what is the Shastra. Shastra means if you have a reading before, then you will see Adilila for Canto, and this is very similar. Doubt will not come. Sadhu, Shastra, Guru, Vakya. Sadhu, what telling is Shastra is telling. And Guru Vak is also same telling. Why doubting? That to practice to get the Siddha Deha.
And the foot dust of Sri Radhika is always subdues the unlimited power of the Supreme Person. And even this Supreme Person is not easy seen by the greatest, even by the greatest devotees.
Yes.
What to speak about Govinda?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Even the Supreme God, personality of Godhead is hard to see, even by the greatest devotees. What to speak about Govinda? Because of this, I constantly remember the foot dust of Sri Radhika. Then I can see, oh, even Govinda.
Because he's Radhika's Govinda, na?
Yeah.
How I can see without her mercy?
No, never.
Okay, I can see, but I will never relate. I have a difficulty to meditate for that. Easy to forget, but I have a relation, and through that relation, when I see something, then I never want to forget that.
So, Gurudev, for the constantly remembering, can we say this is the Ishtanishta?
That is the point. How Ishtanishta will come when I'm not, many things is disturbing my mind. Mind will, I have to brush out because this is the ego created minds working like that. That to brush out from the dust of Radhika. Then there is clean. Cheto Darpanam Marjanam. We have to clean our chitta because chitta is covered with many layers of dust. My wrong conception, like a controller, and I want to be followed that way. Then controller, then priest say you are sinner. Then I start looking to the person like a sinner, and I am a controller.
Great. Can I share one thing?
Huh?
Can I share one thing?
Yeah.
I feel that the foot dust. Shira. Jai Shirade. Jai Gurudev. I feel that the foot dust of Sri Radhika is Mandri Bao, is this Dasi mood, because who is the only one who's able to get close enough to attain her foot dust? In the previous verse, we spoke of all these great personalities, Lord Brahma, Lord Shiva, and others that weren't able to attain her foot dust. They weren't able to come into this Dasi vow. Even it's difficult for the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, to do so. Only in the form of Mahaprabhu can he do it. And here, we are being guided, just as Gurudev was explaining, in the steps to the Leela pastimes, is through constantly remembering the foot dust of Sri Radhika. So by always thinking about ourself in this Dasi vow, in this mood of a servant. No, they're moving. So, Mahatmaji, the way to see, the way I think, I'm feeling like we're seeing this Sripad is in Sadhakavesh, yeah? External consciousness as male devotee. External consciousness, male devotee. So yeah. I think that this idea of remembering the foot dust is that this is available to everyone. The foot dust is the lowest point, right? The feet and the dust of the feet are spread everywhere. So that if we remember this is like an entry point for me, like to never forget this. This is the easiest thing to do. Just always remember the foot dust. Just be in a really humble position, bow down to her, and just accept her foot dust. And this is her supreme mercy. And then this gets us started. This gets us, it keeps us fixed, yeah? And then eventually, when we get into our, at some point, we reach this Sita Deha, then we're engaging in the intimate service that you're referring to. We're only in the Kunj and exclusively to Radharani. This is at least my understanding. I don't know if I'm off track here, but... No. I think that's beautiful. For me, I guess I was also remembering the foot dust in our sadhaka vesh and practicing this dasi vow in our sadhaka vesh here by serving in a loving mood to all that come in front of us.
Actually, Radhika's foot dust is the A to Z. This is the all. What is Radhika's foot dust when we meditate on this? What is it? It is that what is coming from her lotus feet. And this is her mercy. Right. And this is the mercy of Mahabhav. And it not, even if we are in Sadhakavesh or in Siddhaswarup, we always need this foot dust under all circumstances. This is the highest. Her foot dust we need to get her mercy. You see Raghunath Das. He was even in Sadhakavesh and he was in Siddhaswarup and always meditating on this foot dust that he get the mercy of Sri Radhika. This is Mahabhav. Radhika is Mahabhav. She is Mahabhav. And we get this Mahabhav by her foot dust. Mm-hmm. This is her mercy always coming from her feet. So this is the highest thing one can get. You see how Krishna behaved. He took the foot dust of Sri Radhika on his head, and his peacock feather fell down. So this is the highest, even for the Govinda. who is even more than the supreme person of Godhead. This foot dust makes him the highest, even higher than this Krishna with the peacock feather. So the foot dust of Radhika, this is the highest. But we can, sure, we start to remember this. What is the foot dust? This meaning remembering. What is the meaning of foot dust of Radhika? This is the most merciful thing one can get. Even Govinda is trying to get this.
Actually, this is a meditation that I am living in your foot dust. And Raghunath Goswami, with the Siddha Purush, he is living in this meditation. So Anandas Babaji is writing, this desire is Krishna also want. So you see Adi Leela 4 Canto, Prabhupada is writing that he become object and Krishna becomes subject. And again you see that this meditation make us alive to feel mercy in all circumstances.
Yeah. And just if we go back to the last verse, yesterday we were reading, Krishna tells Uddhava in Srimad Bhagavatam, says, I always follow my devotees to sanctify myself with their foot dust. But before that, Krishna always desires the dust of Radhika's lotus feet. So again, it's emphasis.
Parkya bhav, dear brother, this is Parkya bhav. Krishna is always desiring the foot dust of his devotee. We think like that, his devotee. But indirectly he is talking about his devotee of Radhika. She is the devotee and Krishna wants to be devotee of her. Krishna say as a controller, my devotee, when he said this, he cannot openly say the name of Radhika, so he say my devotee. But only he meditate in Radhika. But here he say, you not understand my devotee. Now I openly say that he is my object, I am his subject. This is Chaitanya, Audharya mercy.
Yeah.
I say many times his devotee, but you not understand what is I am telling. But now I openly standing in Manjari Bhav, in Chaitanya Sarup, that Radhika is my object, I am in subject. And I want to meditate always Radhika, so I want my Sarup always. In what is foreigner for her, for Krishna, he never do this, he want to do that. For Krishna, he is a controller. To become Dasi and Manjari, this was the foreign subject for him. It's a new subject he want to do. To come in this position, to relish himself, his pastime with Radhika. Because he want to relish Radhika's love for himself. So he want to view it from her Manjari Sarup to what Radhika is loving to Krishna. At the same time, Krishna is Manjari here, and Krishna is playing as a lover there. Krishna can do this. And as a Manjari, Krishna is relishing Radhika's love. Because without viewing, he cannot understand. Because his ecstasy becomes so high in loving exchange that he cannot recognize anything. He forget himself. So he wants to view himself. So Krishna, as a Manjari, he is viewing lover and beloved. He is viewing. I want he will search out this subject, but I openly say now, he is viewing himself. He himself viewing as a Manjari to the divine couple. He becomes divine couple, conjugal love he do, and one is a Manjari. In a Manjari form, he is watching that. What he cannot do in Krishna and Radhika's in between that time. He has no idea about that. He is a foreigner for him. He is foreigner for this subject. He never knows that he can view it. And without viewing, he cannot realize it. He tried to realize this as a Krishna, as a lover, he cannot.
No.
When he wants to view it, he will feel it. Because he has not become ecstasy.
He tries many times, Gurudev. No? He tries many times to do service, but his hands are shivering. He cannot do.
He is Krishna himself is looking him. He as a lover, he is shivering his hand. He cannot decorate the breast of Radhika. He cannot decorate the face of Radhika. He cannot decorate the altar of Radhika. He take and kissing and embracing and he forget. And Krishna is looking as a Manjari. What I am doing crazy thing. Why not I do the service? But this Manjari Krishna is doing service also. This is Krishna. Chaitanya Lila. Really, I am telling you, this is the science of Chaitanya. Is all Krishna and Radhika is there. And the Manjari is also Krishna. Is not Raghunath Das Goswami. He himself relished it. And then Chaitanya give this to Rupa and Raghunath that this line is the traditional line and this is my line. But now the many modern lines happen. They follow that. They think only to know Krishna, they will know Chaitanya.
Yeah.
Without becoming Manjari, it's impossible to realize Chaitanya.
No possible.
Without mercy of Manjari, Krishna himself Manjari, to realize Krishna and Radhika's love, what Krishna is getting. What was very difficult for him as a Krishna.
And all depends on Sri Radhika's foot dust. Because without this foot dust, Krishna will not relish her feeling, and without her foot dust, he will not relish the feeling of Manjari.
This is not Raghunath is telling. Raghunath is telling the words of Krishna, what as a Manjari he is relishing. Raghunath take this words for himself, that he is meditating like that, because this is the lineage of traditional way. If he want to be Manjari, he has to practice, because this practice Krishna do and show us. This is the traditional way, what he learned from Chaitanya. Teaching of Chaitanya. Amike, this was the question of Raghunath Das Goswami. Who I am. Sanatan Shiksha. What is Amike? We say, I'm a soul. But Mahaprabhu said, you are a Manjari. You are a Dasi of Radhika. And to be a Dasi, to meditate in the pastime of Radha Krishna, like Krishna do for his relishing to the mood of Radhika, how much he give love to Krishna, he want to feel it. Krishna want to know this. Read Chaitanya. Why Chaitanya appear? That Krishna wants to know how much he is receiving love to Radhika, why he is mad. So he cannot know as a Krishna because when he see he become ecstasy. So he wants to be a Manjari. Krishna wants to be Manjari. Why his appearance? What was the reason of his appearance? Before that, Krishna is a goal and Radhika was subject, and he said to everyone, I take fulfill the desire of my devotees. So how he can say that he want to fulfill the desire of Radhika? How he openly say that? That was the Parkiya time. He cannot say, so he said devotee. But who is the devotee of Krishna? Only Radhika. What is meaning of Krishna consciousness? Only Radha is Krishna conscious. I say I am a Krishna conscious. Impossible. 1 minute I give time for my soul and my sarup, and 1 minute I give time for Krishna. Of 10 minutes or half an hour, 1 hour, 23 hours what I am doing.
Yeah, because Gurudev, there is what you just said. First, I have to ask this question, who I am. When this is clear, no?
If this is clear, his name is clear.
Then,
My
yeah.
Manjari is clear. Because Guru Manjari is not doubtful because he gives me the wealth. What I never try to understand in 20 years, I cannot. He give me the energy and vision to see that. In my spiritual constitutional position, not only to see myself, he give me to see my Istadev. He see me the vision to realize both of them, my Sarup and my Istadev. My Istadev give mercy to realize Sarup. And why this is happening? This is the science of Gurudev who teach me. This is the Vijnana he teach me. It's not only booky knowledge. The all scripture of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is in Parkiya Bhav. Written is something, but meaning is something else. That is absolute truth. So number one. Right? भैया बहुत पेशेंट रखा हुआ बत्ती जला open the light.
Gurudev, thank you so much. We know you're not sleeping so much at night, and to spend the whole...
I sleep this night very good because I sleep in bed today. Yeah.
Thank you so much for the illuminating class. We really, really appreciate it, every word. And we consider your words to be also like the foot dust of Radharani. We consider that. Thank you so much.
I share. Maybe I don't know much, but what is my mercy to my Gurudev to me, I share with you. I don't know much because I am not a very good reader of Shastra and I have no experience of any knowledge. I am very less knowledge, I don't know even a sign. You clear me when the professor give the assignment to us and when we complete, that's the assignment. So that is also very beautiful thing I learned that day because assignment is this what I subject I have to complete to go for examination. But examination is there for that assignment, what I got. So when we pass this assignment, then we go on slow but steady for more inner Vigyan.
Radhe Radhe Go